What's up guys, it's Rowan here from Artismart TV. And in the last 10 years from interviewing top performing students across Australia, we've identified something that we call the domino habits. Now think about it, if you've got a line of dominoes all lined up, if you hit the first domino, all the other dominoes then fall. And that's essentially what a domino habit is. It's a single habit that you can implement that if you implement it, it has positive flow-on effects across the rest of your study habit. So in this video, what I'm going to be sharing with you is the smallest possible thing that you can do that will have the biggest impact on your overall study habit and the results that you achieve in years 11 and year 12. Let's jump in and find out what it is. So what is this domino habit? It's writing a daily to-do list. That's it, writing a daily to-do list. That freaking simple. But from all our research with top performing students, we found that this one little habit is an absolute game changer in terms of your overall study habit. But why? Let's find out exactly why it's such a game changer. So firstly, how do you measure the quality of your study right now? So when your mom or dad ask you, how did your study go? What do you tell them? Do you tell them, Mum, Dad, it went well, I got 2 hours of study done? I think if you're being really honest with yourself though, that 2 hours of study probably, looks like 60 minutes of watching YouTube, 40 minutes of staring at a wall, and maybe 20 minutes of actually doing a little bit of high focus study. So you can see right now, the issue is that time is such a bad way to measure the quality of your study. It's such a poor way to measure what you're getting done, because in fact it's got no correlation to the output. And that's why writing a to-do list, our domino habit, is so incredibly critical and powerful, because what it's going to get you to do is shift your focus from time to actually output. So at the end of each session you can look at your to-do list and go, well, what did I actually achieve here? What did I actually do? So it's why it's really critical in shifting focus from time to output. So secondly, when you come home from school and you start studying, what's the first thing that you start doing? Right, the first task. Now I want to make a bet it's either one of two possible scenarios. The first thing you do is the thing that's most urgent, right? You've got an assessment due, an assignment due, so you dump in and you start working on it. The second thing that you probably do though, is if it's not the most urgent task, you're probably working on the easiest task, right? Because it's like, I'm gonna warm up, I'm gonna just start rolling, I'm gonna get going. So it's urgent or easy. But we've got a little bit of a problem here, and that problem is that the most critical task, the important task, the thing that's gonna move the needle the most for you, doesn't get done, right? You're doing other stuff first, you get tired, you never get there. And that's the problem, right? Because ultimately, the thing that's gonna make the biggest difference for you over the course of year 12 is actually working on the hard and important tasks first. And that's why writing a to-do list is really, really critical. Because what it's gonna help you do is it's gonna help you intentionally look at all the things that you have on a given afternoon and actually work out what should you be doing first. Because if you work on the hard stuff first, actually what's gonna happen, you're gonna get more return for your time in terms of your study time, and it's gonna enable you to actually learn more, get better results, but in less time, right? Which is freaking amazing. So, it's the second reason why it's really, really critical to write that to-do list, because you can be much more intentional about where you start and what you do through prioritization. So there you have it. That's the smallest habit that you can implement that will have the biggest impact on your overall study habit and results. Of course, the hard part is actually now implementing it. And remember, it's so simple. Every day when you sit down, you come home from school, the first thing that you do when you start studying is write that daily to-do list. That's it. So simple, but I promise you it will be a huge game changer for you. If you've got any questions about the strategy I've just shared, guys, leave it in the comments below. If you haven't already, of course, hit that subscribe button. We bring videos to you every single week, and I will see you next week.